Alright, we are back with more Aviary Attorney. And we're gonna continue where we left off.
With the second trial.
Yes, I do believe. Let's see if it's saved properly. Okay, it
Yes.
saves as a per day thing. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we're here apparently.
Oh, we still have to wake up from the gutter. We should just skip through
Yeah.
this.
Just skip through this.
This is where he gives us the fancy pen.
Yeah.
Which I have still no idea what the letter's about.
Well, that is definitely the pen of our sneaky judge here.
Might be.
Alright, let's see here. It is 9 o'clock. I believe it is time for the roll call. Is the defense not present?
Such an unprofessionalism.
If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering my Rahal, or if of conspiring murdering the king, yes.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that the trial must be orderly and punctual. There's no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. You know, as much of an ass as he does have integrity.
He does. He is. He wants this to be done properly.
Yeah. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. And the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served.
You know, good on you, Cocorico.
Yeah. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
Fucking lawful good people. That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will not now talk to the jury. The defense is present, Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something?
Something like that.
Your Honor, we are all present. We're only 3 minutes over schedule. That's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure.
What a hypocrite.
Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor,
But, Your Honor...
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. What the... Cocorico don't believe this shit.
Completely flabbergasted. It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh my. The King of France? Here? Oh. Do you want to do the king or...
Okay. Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see...
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began.
Well, the defense, he was late and,
Oh, pish posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying.
no objections here. Go ahead and with the trial. It's fine with me.
And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
Damn, Cocorico! Yeah. Fine. Proceed with this cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. Oh, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tibre with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Halldamir, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I?
I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt our king, you utter nerve!
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Alright.
Okay, let's see here. South entrance, yeah.
Makes sense.
Pass through the Salle de Tibre.
There's the thing about the chocolate bar that was in the Salle de Tibre.
Yes, that is true. We should probably ask about that. Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle de Tibre uneventfully.
Indeed. We stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery.
What did you see in the Salle de Tibre? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle de Tibre?
What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly.
I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest.
I want the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment of the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw.
Then I suppose that you will have to proceed, Your Majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstop. Yeah, doorstop, right. And there was that copper urn thing.
Where we found the chocolate.
Oh, there was something else now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. Oh.
There you go.
What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, Your Majesty.
I think the prosecution is startled, because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that is debatable. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Really, she's relevant. Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s.
A young, sorrow-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was...
Mademoiselle...
Signy.
Ah.
Mademoiselle Signy?
Signy, that sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Signy.
I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signy gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gift chocolates killed the mayor.
Oh, we have so much evidence on this, though. This is great that we actually can get away from the bore situation and into this stuff where we know what we're doing.
But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, my tail feathers! The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates.
Yes, that much is no longer dispute, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned.
Are we gonna have to drag Sparrowson on like a stretcher in here?
Probably. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes! Yes! Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on, I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really in the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
I'm not done yet! I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See? I have the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it.
Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. What? Until the next assassination attempt. Adieu, messieurs.
I will now deliberate with the
Objection!
No, Sparrowson!
Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poisons pass straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue.
Yes.
I even got a doctor's note, see?
It is too late. The trial is over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served.
I swear, you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
Everyone just ignoring the judge. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, also known as monkshoot, also known as wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada, okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Felred.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the King's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Well, wait, did you say the King is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
Gah! So then, what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous.
Tenuous?
A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where's the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Oh, one lady.
Hello? You... Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to the case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling in surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Signy, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character. Oh, I thought that was my screen. I was very confused. Yeah.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Signy is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right.
Oh, Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signy as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Signy. Prosecuting is my job.
Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred or without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Oh, I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred or without fear and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Signy. I'm a flower seller. Mademoiselle Signy, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of 7th of January. Oh, very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came up to a stop in the Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Halldamir, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Oh, it's monkshood, not monkshood.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it for the better of the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's.
Oh, I know what's going on here.
Yeah, I know what's going on here too.
That's why we got the train tickets.
Yep. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client Prince Juan completely off the hook, lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? No. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proven your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan. And you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance?
I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If you will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
Can you show her the red herring? Oh no, we don't have that anymore.
I'm not going to show her the red herring sheep. We're going to win this trial. I'm not going to bungle this like we did before.
Yeah, it's definitely the tickets, because then she'll know that her parents or sisters or whatever they are safe.
Are safe, and then she will change her story. Yep. That's got to be it, because we don't... Poison Rose, book page, chocolate receipt. No,
it's the tickets.
It's the tickets. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs. Look at the names. Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the fox. Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I am amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my own volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, My family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs. That's more than we got from that case, by the way. 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all the debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged, because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
Dun dun dun.
Ha! What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before is blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Signy, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say the judge lent you money, then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The mademoiselle has no proof because his story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Signy?
Do we?
We have the chocolate receipt.
That is flimsy, though.
I mean,
it contains green ink.
Oh, green ink, that's
Yep.
from the recipe.
Yeah, so it was him that knocked us out.
I think the receipt is good enough, though.
It's the only thing we have.
Yeah.
A link. Of course! Members of the court, I know for certain that Mademoiselle's story is true.
Look at this red herring.
I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Signy in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Oh God.
It's the receipt.
Yeah. I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Huh? Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What? What is that? What does the piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelask's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But, taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony,
that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. The receipt is not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signatures so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
That would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need a judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. Oh, God.
Pen?
It has to be the pen, right?
I mean, it makes sense. We also have the essentially testimony of the chocolate guy that he saw a fox in judicial robes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it must be the pen.
It must be the pen. Oh, but first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Hmm? Oh yeah, that's mine, thanks. Oh, smart. I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Mesdames and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrie Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from the garments as I was thrown into the Seine.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did you say the pen was mine? Close inspection. I see, it must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, it only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it?
Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signy, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Jean framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall for Mademoiselle Signy's stead. You pushed for Jean's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signy to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it! Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolate. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place d'Australie before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn a man I sit so highly.
Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the cour d'assises. What an utterly repulsive individual.
Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
I'm a chicken, thank you very much. He doesn't, I do. Take him away, Inspector.
I am not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and governments will fall. The bourgeoisie will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal.
What a hypocrite he is.
Yeah. Hey, don't touch me!
Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. What happens now? Do we still get paid?
Is that this you, me? I forget.
I think it was me usually.
Okay.
I'll do it. I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Querido, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Hooray! We did it, Chip.
We did it. And this time we think we got the right guy too.
Oh. He did admit it, though.
He did, yeah.
What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By your rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But, as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial sessions would not be seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna?
No, they're dead in the river.
I think so, but you would have to ask the fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before the fighting starts.
Pish posh.
You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when all of this has blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Spartan. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way you did, it was quite a feat.
Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock! You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signy to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy and accessory to murder. So, why are you holding back?
You know, 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Signy. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details.
The details?
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations. The gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signy, and she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice.
Hmm.
He's a good lawyer.
You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
You're not terrible, Falcon.
I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. What am I doing? Still using this old accent. I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It is no big deal. We were just doing our jobs. No. Your job, excuse me, ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that, was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in.
Because I did it.
Oh, but before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. Oh, don't you fucking dare. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Vulpes. Before you go, something's been bothering me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Well, the Lady Catalan.
Recommended you. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon who stands before me.
Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record.
True, but he does have a mixed record. But his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I choose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone.
Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Vulpes. I don't go by my old name for a reason. Oh, that is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it is already been and gone. The future is where the potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast.
What? That's... Huh. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned?
Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon. You'll probably have a search of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up some dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up some dirt? I am a private investigator. It is what I do. We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. Good day, messieurs. I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee. Ho ho!
Oh, alcoholism. That's a joke.
Well, I think we solved this case as best we could. I don't think we could have done much better than this.
No, I don't think we could have.
The clear of all charges, the goose lady is, swan lady is free, and the crooked judge is behind bars. I'm very happy with the solution.
I am too.
Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and join us next time when we're going to dive into case 3. Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows?
See you then.